Do you need some new gym gear and want to give back to the community at the same time? Aperio Athletics has you covered with 5% of all profits going towards the Canadian Mental Health Association. Sign up for their rewards program and receive $5 off your next order. Use code JUNGLE15 to get 15% off your first order. I got this brand new hoodie sent to me from Aperio Athletics and I am absolutely loving it. I've been wearing it every single day. The quality is incredible, very nice and warm. It's perfect. And I'm just absolutely loving it. They sent me a shirt too, also very nice and breathable material. It's very high quality stuff. So thanks to Joel over at Aperio Athletics for that. And visit the Aperio Athletics online store at aperioathletics.com to claim the benefits and rewards waiting for you. Be sure to follow them on Instagram and TikTok at aperio_athletics to be the first to know of all the latest product releases and exclusive offers.
All right, Owen. I get off the plane and I go right into a shorts and t-shirt because it's 20 degrees out and sunny down
20
here.
degrees and sunny down in Springfield, Missouri.
And yeah, it's beautiful. It was a good break, but you know what? It's good to be back down. Back down in the apartment. Picked up a new TV yesterday too. It's absolutely massive, so I have no idea where I'm gonna put it in this tiny little crib that I got, but we'll see.
Mount it.
Maybe next week there'll be a TV, like right, people can't see, but there'll be a TV right in my background. I could throw some shit up on there, some old Jungle Pod stuff or whatever. But
sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, how unreal is it that DraftKings ad read is for our Missouri listeners? Hopefully we have a few.
I know.
So
that's
hop on there. Use promo code THPN.
I don't know. I don't know if you need to be American to get a DraftKings. I think actually you can be Canadian. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. So I remember trying to make one a while ago, and it did. I don't know if it worked. So
I think because I don't think it was legal before there though. I think this just happened.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the state. You can make one in Canada though, right?
You can't use it. No, not in BC. In Ontario, you can. Yeah,
really.
I think it's just Ontario. Well, I could be wrong, but I know on BC you can't. At least DraftKings. You can use tons of other ones like Bet365 and stuff, but
Bet365 has been great. Not sponsored. Bet365 is not sponsored. Taking a lot of money from me. They should actually sponsor us because I'd fucking given them a lot. Yeah, no, I got down yesterday, all good.
Nice, good to hear.
No issues actually, which was great, and my flights were all early, which was good. Nice. It's kind of unheard of actually. But yeah, I don't know. What have you been up to? Just working?
Back at school now too, but yeah, I've been working for sure. Just kind of back to it. Obviously,
dealing with all these rumors, eh?
Yeah, dealing with all these rumors. A lot of breaking news like this. I mean, Joe, the last time you and I recorded was like just us.
A week ago?
Just us doing an episode was ago. Like over a month ago. Yeah. Like I did the one solo, I did the one with Wooly. And then we've done like 3 or 4 interviews, but we haven't done an episode, so we are very behind.
Yes.
So I think what we're actually gonna do though, because we just haven't talked about anything. We're gonna talk about the NHL, and then we'll get into all the junior stuff. We'll go over every league. We got tons to talk about for each league. KI player polls got sent out today, by the way. So that's I know like the player polls was like one of like the I think the best things we've ever done. Like it was a huge hit last year. So I'm super pumped. I think we had almost 400 results in KI last year. So hoping we can match that number at least this year.
Have we started our PJ ones or no?
No, we were starting with the KI this year since it's the biggest one. It's going to take the most time. I figured we'd get it sent out now. Probably send the PJ and the VI ones out within the next week or 2 as well. Just get them out there.
Are we collaborating with the sniper as well?
We are collaborating with the sniper on the KI one for sure. Yeah. And then the other 2 we're doing independently. I'll probably like invite other guys to collab host it, but yeah, like those are our polls. And then the KI ones are in collab with the sniper. Changed them very slightly this year. We got rid of most overrated player because that one was a joke last year. Changed the question so it's like multiple choice so the guys don't like misspell coaches' names or just put like Revelstoke coach. Like it's like multiple choice options. It'll say like Revelstoke, Yuri Novak.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So that's a lot better this year.
Spell the guys' names right, guys. Like fuck.
I hope I spell the guys' names right though, because if I spell them wrong, no, that's at least.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I mean like
System
when we do
results.
the player ones. Like if
Oh,
you like
so
are
bad.
entering a
Oh, true.
player,
Yeah.
so like if they're like entering a player and they spell the guy's names wrong, it's fucking annoying. Look it up and copy paste it.
Yeah. I'm not counting every single vote manually. So like if you spell a guy's name wrong, it should, like when I'm cleaning the data, it should catch it. But if you really butcher it, it might get missed. So try your
Yeah.
best to just quick elite prospect search, whatever website your league is. It takes 2 seconds.
Maybe put that in the
But
poll.
yeah, maybe I should. You can also obviously you can skip whatever questions you want. You don't have to answer all of them. You can answer one question if you want, for all I care. Just appreciate any participation, really. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Obviously, it's totally for fun, and I mean, yeah, it kind of awards some teams for good things, and on the other hand, honestly, in only a couple situations, it calls out teams for things they need to improve. So
That's right.
oh, I also added best broadcast this year, so that's a new one as well.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that'd
I'm
be
kind
kind
of
of a
think
fun
of
one to
a
add.
couple of good guys.
Absolutely,
Good
yeah. Which
broadcasts.
kind of leads me into another thing is that we've done a couple interviews lately that haven't been released. We had Mike the Boiler Bordignon from Mission City Outlaws play-by-play announcer. We had him on in the past. We had him for about half an hour. The Outlaws are on a 13-game heater right now. When we
What's
have
that?
Boiler on, the Outlaws are on a 13-game heater.
Holy fuck.
When we had Boiler on, it was
Well,
at
they
12.
deserve it, man. We talk about it with Boiler, but like everything that team's been through, it's awesome.
Yeah, we won't talk too much about Mission in the episode today. Like, if you don't hear us talk about them, like, it's because we talk about them so much in the interview. We don't really need to say much more about them. Realistically, like they're on a 13-game heater. I think they're in third. They're Bite and like Surrey. That's we'll get into that after. Sorry, never mind. But yeah, so Boiler interview, unreal interview. Boiler's like such a beauty. He's been such a big supporter of the pod, and he's one of the best in the league. He's so good at what he does. Mission, I have no idea what they would do without a guy like him. So thank you so much to Boiler for coming on, and stay tuned for that interview. It was a really good one. Also got into some like kind of interesting rumors and like topics in that interview that obviously there were some situations in Mission last year that we ended up discussing, like just briefly. Obviously, we're not saying anything crazy, but
nothing groundbreaking. But yeah, we didn't feed him softballs for sure. So
yeah, exactly. And then a couple more big interviews coming soon, Joe. We can talk about that in a minute. Yeah, some big ones coming that we have guys agreed to come on the pod. And then Joe, I don't know if we want to kind of talk about what else our plans are for the pod in the future here, like as far as the logo, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're actually we should do a thing. We did a poll actually for some stuff, but we're looking at a couple different options when it comes to our logo and when it comes to our possibly getting some merchandise. Who knows?
Yep.
But I think more so it's just to grow our presence. Like we're not really gonna look to start making a lot of dough off of this
No.
right off the rip. Like seriously, we just want to like get our logo out there, get a new logo and get our logo out there. One that's not like partially AI generated. Like I remember me and Owen like just ripped an AI fucking logo and then we edited it
You
a little
touched it
bit.
up a bit too. Yeah, you touched it up.
I remember getting my iPad out and fucking touching it up.
Yeah.
But I think it's time. It's time we get something a little more. I don't know if it's basic or a little more.
It's a little more like merch friendly or like brand friendly. Really, something a bit more simple, but that still looks good. So we kind of have an idea of what we want. We're just kind of finalizing it, and then I think the plan is to just get some basic merch out. Nothing crazy. Not trying to be some crazy like merch brand, but
we're gonna do some we're gonna try and do like stickers and stuff that or like hats and like maybe a shirt.
Yeah,
or something,
like
and
real
keep
basic.
it like relatively reasonably priced here too.
Yeah, well, whatever the prices are, just know that we will not be like.
We got razor thin margins. We'll probably make $5 on everything.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's gonna be that, dude. To be honest, like it's gonna be tiny, and like with the amount of time we put in, we are definitely not making money. So, it's really just to try and grow and like to. I mean, when we ran that poll, we had actually pretty good numbers of people saying that they would buy merch, more than I was expecting. I was expecting like 30% maybe of people to say they'd consider it. And I think the number was more in like the 55-60 range. So that's just people who answered the poll, obviously. But I was pretty surprised by that. And to the people who said no, thank you for being honest. Honestly, like I'd so much rather that
then get all the merch and not know what to do with it.
I genuinely appreciate it. Like I would, it's not like I'm looking through being like, oh, this guy said no. Like, thank you actually for those of you who did say no.
You know what my dream is, Owen, is if we have a studio and then we can give people like a towel like Hockey Night in Canada or something sick like that. Like
that would be sick.
For coming on, and then people like know you went on the pod. That'd be cool.
Yeah. That would maybe be sweet, one day. Dude. Even in general, like if we got merch, like send it out to a couple people who have helped us out and stuff. Like there's always that option. And yeah, so we're obviously, it's something we're looking into, and hopefully something you guys are wanting to support. And yeah, so we're excited for the future of this thing. I know we've kind of been a bit slow on the episodes lately, but it's kind of just been because we've been so busy first of all, and then we've been doing a lot of planning for the future as well. So we're not stopping anything right now. And hopefully you can tell by the social media, like it's been crazy lately how much we've been posting.
We've grown a lot, man. Are we have we hit 4K yet or no?
No, we're just about, I think we're probably in the next day or two we'll hit 49 or 3,900, my bad. So 4K, hopefully not too far away, but we need the things that really help gain the followers is reels, and there's just it's so time consuming to get them all.
We got to get like a fucking clipper.
We need like a real guy. We need a clipped guy. But
it'd be funny.
Yeah. So I hopefully we can start getting more highlights out from the league. So like, please send us in clips. Like that's the easiest way, is if guys send it in, or even if you just say, hey, this game about this time, that helps a lot, versus just like me having to look completely on my own. I was going to say, as well as like just getting like clips from our interviews and stuff, but posted on there, and like posting on more on other platforms and all that. So hopefully that'll help us grow as well, and we'll get more dialed with that as we have more time to focus on growing this thing. But I don't know, Joe, anything else? Or are you ready to get into talking some hockey here?
Let's talk some hockey, man. We haven't talked NHL in ever. I obviously want to get into the rumors of everything too, but the NHL, what were you going to start with? We haven't talked about it.
I don't know. Do you have an NHL team or topic you want to start with, or do you want me to go?
Well, we haven't talked. We talked about Quinn Hughes trade, me and you, but we haven't talked about it on the pod. That's kind of like the biggest. Yeah,
I think me and Oz talked about it.
Oh, you and Oz talked about it. Okay. Well, I'll give
just like briefly, but we can still talk
briefly,
about
quick. It. I don't know what you guys thought about it, but I thought it was a good return for a guy that obviously was not going to stay in Vancouver. Yeah. And all of a sudden, Vancouver starts winning, so they're probably not going to get first overall pick.
Yeah.
Which fucking sucks, but I think for the return that you got, Marco Rossi is a great, like almost exactly what we needed if we kept Hughes and you wanted to make a run. Zeev is gonna be good. He's not. I don't know if he's gonna be Quinn Hughes level. And all of a sudden, Ogren is like the perfect fourth line forward in the NHL. Like skating, doing well, couple shootout winners. Like,
dude, he's ridiculous. Really impressed me. Because he had a rough go at the start of the year in Minnesota in the NHL, 0 points in like 19 games, and then like you said, he's been unreal in limited minutes for Vancouver, and nasty in the shootout. So for a 21-year-old,
kind of reminds me of like when we first got Drew O'Connor, not Liam O'Connor, where everyone was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And nobody thinks he's gonna like play in the show, and then he ends up like sticking and doing well.
Yeah, except the only O'Connor was like 25, Ogren's 21, and O'Connor might have the worst hands in the league, and Ogren's filthy. I love O'Connor though; I think he's a great player. The hands
both good skaters, both like exactly what the Canucks kind of needed. And all of a sudden there's this weight off their shoulders where it's like we don't have to win for Quinn anymore to stay. Like he's gone already. So I think it's more so just like everyone's free flowing and knowing that they're probably not gonna make the playoffs. They still could, but knowing that they're probably not gonna make the playoffs,
They're second last in the NHL ahead of only Winnipeg, which
I can't believe how bad Winnipeg is.
3-19 in their last 22 games after starting off well.
Yeah, they're tanking for Bedsy for sure. Or not Bedsy, fucking McKenzie. Actually, we'll talk about that too. I don't know who's going first.
Yeah, we will.
Anymore.
We can talk World Juniors later.
Where are the Canucks? 37 points.
Yeah,
I mean,
second last. But 4-4-2 in their last 10. They haven't been that bad enough lately. Anaheim too, 1-7-2 in their last 10. They're way out of it now.
Yeah,
saw that.
The Kraken have really surprised me this year.
But they're not even.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Yeah, they're on a 4-game win streak right now. I think before that, at the time when me and Oz recorded, so 2-3 weeks ago, they were 1-9 in their last 10. Now they're 8-1-1 in their last 10 on a 4-game heater. So they have been, and they started off hot as well. So they've been flip-flopping all over the place this year. Mm-hmm. The Pacific is just so bad. LA, horrible. At 5-on-5, they might be the worst team in the NHL. They're pathetic. Shocker that who's their fucking GM? Ken Holland comes in there and ruins the team.
Yeah.
And then Kopitar is still obviously a stud, and he's a legend, Hall of Famer, first ballot. But this is the first year he's really looked slower.
It's just so shocking to see the Canucks this bad when this Pacific is this bad.
But when you look at, Brock Besser has 1 goal in his last 21 games.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
I think Evander Kane has 1 goal in his last 15 games. Garland has 1 in his last 15.
Evander Kane gets power play minutes.
Yeah, although none of those guys are scoring. And then now Pettersson was hurt, he's back. I think he's actually been okay since he's been back. Linus Karlsson has been fantastic, probably their best player lately. He signed a nice 2-year extension as well.
Oh yeah, what was that,
he's
2.5 Av?
Yeah, 2.5. Wasn't he the one you got the car? You gave the car to?
Yeah, I met him in the summer. He there you go. He leases a car through. I worked at a car dealership this summer, and he leases a car through our dealership, and it was some holiday right after they won their thing. And I went up to him and shook his hand. And I was like, "Hey, congrats!" Because he just won the Calder Cup. And then I was like, when do you go back? He's like, I'm not going to parade. I go home. And I was like, oh, okay. Have a safe flight, man, and everything. And then
that's so funny.
He gave me his car, and I got to go park it in the parking lot. And then what happened? Took him inside, got him to sign a bunch of documents, and then I was like, go make the big club, and he made the big club. So, you know what? Fuck, it's my influence.
It was all you, Joe.
Yeah, man, it's my influence. He's skinny though, dude. Hey.
Yeah, you were telling me that. He doesn't look like it on the ice.
Not on the ice, but he's like seriously skin and bone. But he was also after a big playoff run.
Yeah.
Probably real skinny.
Yeah. Just dude, real quick before we move on from the Pacific Division, we've talked about most of his teams in here. So yeah, Anaheim's been brutal lately. Shout out Trevor Zegras for that game last night. That was unbelievable. Did you see the Selly about the hanging up the phone?
No.
So he played in Anaheim, right? And they traded him. Cutter Gauthier scores, who is public enemy number 1 in Philly. The whole crowd's booing while he scores. It was pretty unreal.
Uh-huh.
And then Zegras goes and gets 2 goals, bang, bang, back to back. Philly beats Anaheim, and when Zegras scored the second goal, he did like a celly where he like hung up a phone, and he was like, I like that's. They asked him about it after or something, and I think he said like that's how quick I hung up after after I got the trade call, or how quick the GM hung up, whatever the fuck it was. I forget what it was, but something like that. It was hilarious.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it was
unreal. They kind of both of them got kind of fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That Zegras trade was horrible. The Gauthier trade was horrible. What can you do when a guy's asking out? And I mean, Zegras has been unbelievable. So I think they're probably pretty happy right now. And I mean, right now Philly's doing better than Anaheim. So and then Edmonton, obviously, they're still not perfect, but they're figuring things out. The only team in the Pacific Division that does not have a negative goal differential, and they are not positive either. There is 0. Vegas is in first. They have if you count Vegas has 12 overtime losses, which is in 41 games absurd. I thought Pittsburgh had a lot. That is ridiculous. And so Vegas technically has 23 losses and 18 wins, and they're in first place. Edmonton, 22 losses, 21 wins, and they're in second. If you just, pretended there was no overtime losses. So
yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen a division this bad. I don't know what's going on in Vegas. 2-5-3 in their last 10.
How do the Oilers have the best goal differential? That's what's fucking.
Well, with a goal differential of 0, like they have
0.
One of the best goals for in the league, the Oilers.
And then you look at the Central, Owen.
Yeah, you look at the Central, and I mean,
fuck is at Colorado
the
good?
Top 3, but outside of the top 3, it's not.
Yeah, everyone's mid.
There's 3 teams in the whole Western Conference right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Edmonton's
you
legit.
Can't count out Vegas
is
or the
probably
Oilers.
Legit. Yeah, but there is only 3 good teams, like good teams so far in the West, and Minnesota started out bad. Utah is the most mid team I think I've ever seen. Win-loss. Like, at least they're consistent with the win-loss. They're not going on any losing streaks, really.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Nashville's in the mix.
Yeah,
they are not far out. St. Louis is back in the mix, and Chicago, who was horrible without Bedard, all of a sudden they're on a 3-game winning streak, and they're back in the mix, even though they're terrible. Yeah. So realistically, if Canucks go on a 10-game win streak, they're in a playoff spot right now. They're in a top 3 seed in their division, which that's not going to happen, and I hope it doesn't happen. But I'm just saying that's how bad this Western Conference is. And yeah, like you were saying, dude, Colorado, what a wagon.
Yeah, they're absolutely ridiculous. I was just looking at some of St. Louis's results. Binnington shut out Montreal last night. They beat Vegas. They got smacked by Colorado though. So I was looking at who was playing and stuff. I wanted to see like how Benner was doing after his little call up there. So
yeah.
But yeah, what were we saying? I was talking about
Colorado being good, and we were
Colorado being absolutely ridiculous. Like seriously, Colorado is the two of the best. I know they're playing in front of the best, probably one of the best D-cores in the league, but 2 of the best goalies. McKinnon's unreal. He's going to be the MVP.
He is so good. That Malinsky guy, where did he come from? He's an animal. And Sam Girard lately too. They're so good.
I mean, Owen, have you even heard of the Stars going on a 6-game losing streak?
No. That's insane that they're on a 6. I mean, 3 of them in overtime, but still, yeah, that's crazy that they're on a 6-game losing. I know Carolina whooped them 6-3 the other night, and the crowd was cheering, like chanting, like Nico sucks or something.
That's funny. Yeah, no, you can't. I don't know. You can't count out. Sorry, I'm yawning. Ugh.
No, you're fine.
You can't count out the Stars or the Wild in the playoffs. I mean, Avalanche. Honestly, looking at it now, probably the frontrunners for the Cup. I would say at this point, if you're betting.
Looking at these rosters, Joe, or these teams in the West, if you were to give the top 5, rank them in order, who's most likely to win the Cup? Well, how would you do it?
Probably Colorado, Minnesota. I got to go with Dallas, and then Oilers, Vegas tied.
Okay.
I mean, whoever... Though that's going to be the conference final, or the division final, sorry, is
It's
Golden Knights, Oilers, and then probably Avalanche. I would say Avalanche Wild for me.
Yeah, I'd say that's the most likely scenario.
Just because they weren't very good. They didn't go and have a very good start with and then they got Quinn, and now it's just like everything's clicking.
How about the Wild's D and goaltending too? Wallstead was also the factor in them turning the season around, man. And Gustafsson, like
I've been high on Wallstead ever since he got drafted. I can't believe he got drafted.
I think everyone was high on him, and then the Oilers had the pick and they traded it to take Xavier Bourgault. Where's he?
I mean, there's no way that they could have. Yeah, there's no way they could have freaking known how good this guy was gonna be.
No, but everyone knew like that he was gonna. Everyone told them take him. I think he's a stud.
I think it was. You know what I think it was is that the Oilers are always thinking like right now, and I think they would have rushed him. Maybe. They would not have left him in the AHL for that long.
They were just like, we need a winger for McDavid.
Literally, and they drafted who? Bourgault. Did he even play in the show?
Bourgault. I don't know if he has. I know he ended up getting traded to Ottawa, I believe, along with Jake Chase or someone else.
Jesus.
I forget the guy, a European player from Ottawa.
Yeah,
I don't think
Wallstead
he's played in the NHL either, though.
Wallstead is essentially what? I don't know. I think it's going to be him, Wolf, and like maybe that guy on Pittsburgh are like the goaltending prospects of the future. For me.
Miroshov?
Yeah, Miroshov. I think he's...
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think he's good.
He's so good. Yeah, well, let's move on over to the East then, unless there's anything else you want to mention about the West.
I don't think so, buddy. Shitty conference.
Oh, actually, real quick, I want to say, do you think Minnesota has a chance right now, a legitimate chance at getting outside of the West if they don't make a trade for another top 6 forward?
Getting outside of the West, like making the Cup final, you mean? Or like, what do you mean?
Yeah, Cup final.
I think they're in a good spot right now. I think give
okay,
that
even
group
okay
time.
Against Colorado. You think they could do it even if they don't get another piece?
I don't know if they need just one piece. They might need more than just one piece. I don't know.
You still think it's possible?
I think Colorado's amazing.
Yeah.
I think anything can happen in a playoff series though, and I don't know. Minnesota has they got to start getting like chemmed up with Hughes and learn how to like fucking, I don't know, like almost like use them properly. And like when the Canucks were really good, like their entire offense flowed through Hughes. And I think the Wild can't do that. Like they have so many good players. So I think that it might take a second, but if the Stars aren't going to do shit, like if the Stars are going to keep losing and the Wild are going to keep winning, I mean, it's probably going to be the Wild and Avalanche in the divisional. And then I think whoever wins the Central is going to... I said this last year, though, when I was wrong. Whoever wins the Central is going to win.
You just can never count out Connor McDavid for just first player in the league to hit 75 points the other day. And at the start, McKinnon had like twice as many points as him. And McKinnon is still... I think he had 35 goals in 40 games to start the year. Like, unbelievable. So, yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the West shakes out when realistically it looks like there's 3 to 5 teams that could get out, and that's it. That's right. Realistically, though, Joe, in the East, it's even closer parity-wise. There is no clear, like, dominant team in the Eastern Conference. In the West, there's 3. And then everyone else is, like, bad. But in the East, it's a lot more even throughout. So maybe let's start with the Metro. Carolina Hurricanes leading the division, but 4-5-1 in their last 10. Islanders are second, 5-4-1 in their last 10. Philly's third, they're 6-3-1 in their last 10. They've been good lately, and they've played 2 less games. So Philly, realistically, points percentage is second, if not, like just behind Carolina. Then you got the Capitals with 50 points in 4th. Penguins in 5th with 49 points. Pens are on a 5-game win streak and have 2 games at hand on Washington, New York, and Carolina. Sorry?
4 points separate 5th and 2nd.
Yeah. And like the games at hand for Pittsburgh and Philly.
Damn.
And then you got the Devils, who I think lost 7-0 last night. If not 9. Like it was like bad. And then the Rangers, who are just a joke, and Adam Fox just got put on LTIR. And then the Jackets, who The young guys just haven't taken a step like I think a lot of people thought they might.
They're not even out of it though.
No, I know they're not at all. But
they're 7 points off fourth.
Yeah, I think Joe Evgeny Malkin also is now back in the lineup. The Pens 5-game heater. They just got 3 days of rest. Malkin's back, dude. I think I was starting to lose faith for a bit. They had a rough streak. They had those 4 games where they blew a goal or they blew a lead in the third. Then they finally won a game in shootout. Shilov's won a game in shootout. And then I think they've won 2 other games in overtime or shootout since then as part of this win streak. And so they broke that curse. They beat Tampa, who is the best team in the East right now. And they're looking good, dude. I fully believe that this Pittsburgh Penguins team is a playoff team and competitive in the Eastern Conference.
We'll see how it goes on.
And the Capitals are absolute frauds.
You think so?
I do, but I'm a bit worried about Philly. They look good. And the Islanders are also wouldn't be surprised if they finish as a lottery team. They're frauds as well.
You've always
Sorokin's their only hope. That's the only reason they're so and
He's
Schaefer.
Sick. He's sick. I think Hurricanes serious powerhouse though.
Yeah, I think so. And I think Brandon Bussey deserves a shout out. Bussey.
You see him throw the puck into his own net last night?
I did not, but I did see that he has 15 wins in his first 18 games. Me and NHL.
I have his pro stock glove from when he played in.
There
Province.
You go.
I used it when I played in Revelstoke. That's what it says Bussy on it. It's cool. But yeah, no, he had the puck in his glove and he had it covered, and the ref didn't blow the whistle for 3 seconds, and people were skidding around him, so he didn't move. So he gets up and goes like this, and the puck was in his glove. It's the ref should have blown the whistle, but he panicked because he didn't know where the fucking puck was, and he throws it in the net because he's turning himself over, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
he's retarded, but yeah, it was funny. But yeah, I think Carolina's sick. I think Carolina's good. Probably front runners to win the division at this point.
I think Oh, never mind. Sorry.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I think that might be the team that won 9-0 the other night, but that wasn't. Carolina won 6-3 against Dallas. Never mind. I forget who beat the Devils 9-0.
I'll check right now. I think it was.
Was it the Leafs? No, the Leafs beat the Panthers.
My computer's not working. I don't know. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to say about the Metro. Let's get to the Atlantic because this is where it gets interesting.
Islanders beat the Devils 9-0. Anthony Duclair hat trick and 5 points.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say. Yeah, Islanders. Yeah, you're right. And then they only lost to the Hurricane. I don't know. The Devils are kind of shit. Yeah, an Atlantic Division?
Yeah.
How about those Sabres?
Red Wings. Yeah, dude. Oh, we'll get into the Sabres in a sec. 2 things I want to say before the Sabres. The Detroit Red Wings. Not a team I'm not bought in on that team at all. They're -5 goal differential as well. But 6-3-1 in their last 10. They lost back-to-back games to the Pens. Which is another reason that just made me feel like the Pens are legit, taking down a top team in back-to-back games like that. Yeah, I'm still not sold on Detroit, even though they're in second. They also have the most games played in the East. And then, that's all I really want to say about Detroit. Tampa Bay, Joe, 8-game heater right now, and Mission BC product Gage Gonsalves has been on the first line for that whole 8-game heater, playing with Kucherov in point. He's got 6 points in his last 8 games. He's been on fire.
Does he actually?
Yeah. He got
I swear
6
I
points
checked and he had 8 points.
He had a bit of a slow start, and then he got suspended for a game, and then I think he got scratched for a few games after his suspension. And then since he got back from that, he's been playing the best hockey of his career so far.
Yeah, he's got 13 points in 38 games. People are probably like, why the hell do you guys care about this guy?
Yeah, no, he's mission boy. Come on.
Mission boy, come on. And he's +11. He's hitting good.
Yeah.
He's a good two-way guy.
I was going to say,
what's his ice time?
I I checked his advanced analytics the other day, Joe, and they were amazing, by the way. Like ridiculous. Really? He's an advanced analytics darling for sure.
He's
they like
averaging 12 minutes of ice time this year.
At even strength,
plus 11.
That's pretty good, dude.
25 PIMs, but you got to include that suspension.
Yeah, that was a fiver.
Yeah, and he's shooting 13%, which isn't that bad.
Yeah, that's definitely not a shooting heater by any means. So
no.
Yeah, no, good for Gage, man. We're rooting for him. Guy, we definitely hopefully we can get on the pod this summer. I think that's probably pretty likely.
I'd love that, but I don't know if
that'd be unreal. But
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so wanted to mention that, and yeah, Tampa's a wagon. And then we got Montreal, who's been all over the place this year on an unreal streak lately. 6-2.
My early cup favorites.
Yep. Yeah, Joe's early cup favorites. And then Buffalo, Joe, like you mentioned. 10-1 in their last 11 games. Beat Vancouver last night. What do you think about this Buffalo team?
They're vibes, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think seriously they could crash and burn at any moment. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen played unreal last night. Like, he was so fucking good. I was watching the Canucks game last night.
Because Alex Lyon was playing a bunch of those games, but he got hurt.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen was playing so good.
It's been straight UPL about 6 games, I think, 7 games maybe.
That's nuts. But yeah, he that team, I don't know, it can crash and burn at any point. That's the issue. Is like I would never ever bet on the fucking Sabres because it would give me a heart attack.
Yeah, I mean they're the 9 seed right now in the East. The Penguins are the 8. The Caps are the 7. Penguins have 2 games. Penguins and Sabres 2 games at hand on the Caps though. So realistically, by points percentage, the Sabres are in a playoff spot right now. Will that hold? I don't know. Like, it's just such a logjam, and like Florida still brutal lately. Matthew Tkachuk's gonna be back in a couple weeks though. So like, imagine Florida misses the playoffs. Because if I'm looking at the East right now, let's say Florida makes the playoffs for sure. Is Florida your favorite to get out of the East, or is it Carolina or Tampa, or someone else?
I have no idea, man. It's so unpredictable compared to the West. I don't even know if I could give you a top 5.
It's so hard.
Because like, how do you count out the Leafs? 1 point out of 4th.
I know.
3 points out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, how do you count out the Bruins?
And then it's
46.
And then it's like, well, Detroit's 3rd place in the whole conference. I'm not bought in on them at all.
I'm not going in on Detroit at all. No.
I know, but they're probably going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's crazy. The NHL, it's been an unreal year. It's been crazy. I've been loving it.
I need to watch more, man. I haven't been watching enough, admittedly. Like, seriously, I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is, dude. You're busy, but do you have anything else NHL related you want to talk about before we move on to talking some junior hockey?
Let's talk some junior, man. I'm excited.
Alrighty, Joe. We're gonna start off in the Pacific Junior Hockey League.
I love listening to the Pacific Junior Hockey League bullshit, man. Trevor Alto, what did you do?
Joe. Oh, I will tell you about him in a minute. Well, about a rumor. I'm not, again, guys. Like, as always, rumor disclaimer.
I get
it's either rumors or it's purely made up speculation on our end. I'll usually say when something's like what, but first of all, for the PJ, I want to say a massive congratulations to Matthias Ujeda of the Richmond Sockeyes, who got called up to the Everett Silvertips, and after 3 or 4 games ended up signing there full time, and then scored his first goal a few days later. So unbelievable to see a 19-year-old jump into the dub. Like
what?
Like, I'm pretty positive, like, 0 junior A games played in any other level, like only played for Richmond in junior hockey. He was an AP in the BCHL for sure in his first year in the PJ, but I don't think he played. So unbelievable. And he's fit right in at Everett, and Everett's a good team, and they clearly wanted him as a 19-year-old. So
his elite prospects photo was jokes. Have you looked at
what
it?
is it?
It's literally
I
just a
probably haven't
headshot of
looked.
him holding a stick behind his head.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen
That's
that.
so funny.
Yeah.
No, and he played for Richmond as a 18-year-old. No, as a 17-year-old, played one
17,
game
17.
and he's been point per game ever since with Richmond.
Yeah.
And just jumped to the dub.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's good for him.
So wanted to shout him out. And then we'll talk about some more trades and 3 stars, prospects, the rosters we made, the all-star rosters, all that stuff. But first, I want to talk rumors because that's everyone's favorite. So Joe, as for the PJHL, the playoff format, I still don't officially know. There's no crossover. It's separate. It's all 8 teams
for
make
sure.
the playoff. Yeah. Well, not 100%, but let's say like 99.
Okay.
Every team makes the playoffs. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, in both sides. On the tier 2
the
end
final
of things,
crosses over.
I don't think so.
No, okay,
maybe.
good.
I don't know though. I haven't heard anything like that. On the tier 2 end of things, they will be playing for the Stonehouse Cup. So the Stonehouse Cup will be played for on the tier 2 end of things, and next year, tier 2 will remain the PJHL, and I believe be designated back to a Junior B League.
Good. That's what it should be.
As for tier 1. Oh, also for the playoff format, like I don't think the first round is going to be best of 7, which, like, thank goodness. Again, not confirmed, but this is the speculation for how the playoffs is going to work. Tier 1, same deal. Because you don't need Aldi to play White Rock 4 times. You don't need Richmond to play Burnaby 4 times, or whoever finishes last. Some crazy trades rumors in the PJ. Oh my, yeah, we're gonna get into all of it. So you just don't. I just don't think you need a best of 7 in the first round in the PJ this year, with all 8 teams making the playoffs. Like they should have done like a fantasy football, like 7-teamer with the 1 seed getting a bye, just to make it a bit, and then they could have done best. Well, but then that's a long time for a team to wait. I don't know. Never mind.
Best of 5, best of 7.
Yeah. I even kind of want to see a best of 3 short. Best of 3 is too short for the first round for those four first 5 seeds.
Best of 5, best of 7, then we're good.
Yeah. And then, so next year, tier 1, as far as I know, some playoff format, I assume the tier 1 team will be playing the KI champion. Don't know that for sure. For the Mowat Cup. Don't know that for sure. But that's my assumption. So again, separate playoffs. Every team makes the playoffs. 1 versus 8, no crossover. PJHL tier 2 plays for the Mowat, or for the Stonehouse Cup. And I believe tier 1 and the KI play for the Mowat Cup at the end. Same as last year, best of 5 series. I assume PJ hosts first 2, KI hosts last 3, unless they switch it vice versa this year. Then tier 1 in the PJ next year. It sounds like next year, all the tier 1 teams. Also, I don't know where Poco sits in all this because they didn't get named tier 1 yet, right? So
not technically, yeah.
I'm a bit worried about. I just don't officially know Poco's status. They might be fine. They might be part of all this now. But I don't know. So the tier 1 teams will be branching off, forming their own Junior A league. I assume, as far as I know, sanctioned. The plan is for them to be Junior A sanctioned in a couple of years and play for the Centennial Cup. I'll get more into the possible situation with them and the KI after, like a merger, because as far as I know, they'll run separate, at least for now. So the 8 tier 1 teams will leave. Let's call it the BCJHL for now. So the BCJHL next year will be those 8 teams leaving and forming their own league. I believe Trevor Alto will be the commissioner of that league. So tier 2 sounds like they'll need a new commissioner. Maybe that's already all completely sorted. I have no idea. I would assume it probably is. But yeah, it sounds like Alto will be leaving with all them. Again, I could be wrong. And if you know that anything we were reporting is ever wrong, please correct us. You don't have to be specific. Just be like, hey, a couple things today might have been off. If that's all you want to say. Like, we get those messages and I appreciate it. And then I can kind of guess what things might be and might not be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hearing for the future of the PJ. Joe, you have any comments on that?
I don't know. Am I the only one that's okay with the 2 junior A leagues being separate?
Like the KI and the
Like,
PJ?
yeah.
I think
Why
it would
do
be
they?
fine for now. I think eventually,
Yeah.
well, when we talk about the BCHL aspect, I think eventually they're going to have to be one league, though.
100%, but not now. I don't think they need to
Not
all of a
right
sudden
now.
jump into
No.
being,
No, absolutely
you know,
agree.
okay, good.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
obviously, dream scenario.
Yep.
They have one big league and they send one team to the whatever. But Owen,
Yeah.
what do you think about? I don't know. Actually, this might be a bit of a stretch. That's probably pretty dumb to say. But like, stick with me. If the whole point of these 2 leagues is to send a team to the Centennial Cup, right?
Yep.
Why would they still play the Mowat series and then go, or send 2?
Oh, they would play the Mowat series still in December.
Play the Mowat series. What if the BCHL wants to come back? Would the BCHL just join each league?
We can get into that right now if you want, because this kind of leads into that.
Okay, sure.
Actually, the KI, this leads into it and the KI stuff. So we'll transition into the KI after this, just on the rumor end of things, and then we'll go back and talk about stats and shit after. So, Pjhl River, Joe, I'm not sure if you've seen that whole situation.
Yeah, the whole statement. Yeah, we're good till the end of the year.
But before that, they basically said, we might not be good. And then a few days later, it was, okay, we're good to the end of the year. So,
someone definitely stepped up and just donated a bunch of money to stay. And then
I would assume one of the rich teams floated the money to keep them alive for the rest of the season.
Or the league or something.
And then on the BCHL end, like Pjhl River's not the only team that's struggling. And aside from a team that's struggling, there's teams that want out. So I heard yesterday that it sounds quite possible the Prince George Spruce Kings are leaving the BCHL this year. I would assume that means they join the KI.
That was the team I was just going to mention. Join the KI.
Yeah. And then Pjhl River, I have no idea what the plan is for them yet. I can't see them continuing the BCHL next year unless the BCHL goes to Hockey Canada. I got told a few days ago the BCHL is trying to negotiate with Hockey Canada right now.
What a bunch of idiots.
I don't know if that's true, but I heard that's possible. So apparently,
why did you leave in the first place if you're not even going to last 5 years?
What do they do? Because it will be a mess now.
Yeah, like what? Where the fuck?
It's like there's a lot of money involved here, so that would be insane.
Yeah.
On the BCHL end of things, Vernon, I also don't think they want to be a part of the BCHL. I haven't heard anything recently. We've talked about Vernon before, wanting to be in a dub. If not, they want to be Hockey Canada regardless. So don't know what'll happen there.
Vernon's in a hotbed for KI spot there, but
yeah,
who's going to go to a KI Vernon game?
Well, I believe
that's what
I believe the plan would be they would own the tier 2 team in Armstrong as their minor team, and then have Vernon Armstrong tier 1, tier 2. Because it sounds like when tier 1, tier 2 comes into play, everyone's going to have a minor team.
So what, like Revy, Sicky?
Maybe. I don't know. And maybe they all won't, but it sounds like a lot already have agreements in place.
That's cool. That's great.
And then I think WHL teams will have agreements with the tier 1 teams, that is the ultimate goal there. I think that is your end goal.
It's just solidifying the pipeline.
Exactly. What else for the KI? Heard rumors about Salmon Arm maybe wanting out. Heard loose rumors about Trail. I don't see that happening. I don't really see Salmon Arm happening either. And then as for the other teams, I haven't heard much, but I don't think the BCHL is going to be around for too much longer in its current state as an unsanctioned league. And also what that means for the VI, who the hell knows? The KI, we've also heard about possible expansion teams in the Cusp, Rossland, Armstrong, like I mentioned. It sounds like Summerlin's team is all but confirmed for next year, so that's good to hear.
Yep.
The major bomb for the KI...
Armstrong's always available.
Yeah. The major bomb for the KI is that last episode with Wooly that I did, we reported that Quesnel, Williams Lake, and Kelowna were going to be joining the tier 1 teams in the KI as a tier 1 league next year. Apparently, Kelowna will not be. So if that happens, then think about Prince George filling that spot. I heard they were considering having 100 Mile fill that spot. And then, so that would make it 12 if they get that spot filled, I believe. And then you got 8 teams in the PGA, or 7 if you don't count Poco, and then maybe you add Powell River or another team. That's 20 teams. And then you get a bunch of expansion teams.
There's just too many teams, man. There's too many.
I agree.
I don't know.
100%.
It's just
100%.
insane. And to think that that'll eventually, they want to join.
Yeah.
Like that team, that's what I'm saying is like, it doesn't make sense to fucking join the leagues right away.
Yeah. No, 100%, dude. So it is too many teams.
Man.
They'll keep it set. I don't think there's a chance of a merger next year. In the future, I think there probably is.
Who do you think they pick teams from the Junior A league that they set then?
What do you mean, sorry?
Like, do you think they I don't know, pick? So say they set their Junior A league, and then they'll pick Revelstoke, Fernie, Kimbo, Prince George, Merritt. Okay, you guys are joining the. Yeah. You guys are joining the league. And then the other teams get relegated.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I think if the BCHL comes back, that has to happen, right? That is crazy to think about. If the implications of the BCHL coming back are just absurd. Absurd.
Yeah, what the fuck was the point of this last 5 years of the KI trying to fucking do it? It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
A massive waste of time.
Crazy.
And stress on kids' minds, holy fuck.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
It's fucking stupid. I don't know.
No, it's you're good. I'm with you, but that's kind of the main news as far as the league's futures, the BCHL, the PJ, and the KI. I'm down to kind of get just into some more of the normal stuff, talking about the leagues, recapping them a bit. A couple trades in the PJHL. Dwayne Paul Cruz of the Langley Trappers just got traded to the Poco Trailblazers a few minutes ago. And yesterday, the Poco Trailblazers traded Logan Meyer to the Surrey Knights, and they also traded goaltender Nick Muck to the Ridge Meadows Flames for Nathan Niedermeyer. So Poco making moves. Niedermeyer is good. So Poco trades a 20 bomb. Cohen Muck's brother plays for Ridge, so it makes sense. And yeah, so moves. PJ teams are making moves. I'm hearing a ton of rumors. I'm gonna go into my own speculation first, just thinking about looking at rosters and thinking about
people are just moving because this is the last year before the split.
Exactly.
Right?
The KI is crazy right now. We'll get into that. But as for the PJ, Burnaby, I look at a guy like Ryan McCauley, 19-year-old over point per game. A guy like Roland Amon, 19-year-old over point per game, as guys that could maybe get traded. On Burnaby, Landon Mailhot, defenseman. He's only 17, but he's committed to play college hockey next year. So maybe that's a guy who could get traded as well.
Where is he playing college?
ACHA summer. I can't remember exactly. I don't think Langley.
I've never heard of someone that young committing to ACHA. Sorry, that's crazy to me.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I can't remember the details of it, but and then looking at Poco, you got a lot of 20s on this team. Marcus Jack, second in the league in points right now. 20 bomb from Poco, captain of the team. Matthew Biros, I think he's 7th in the league in points. Tate Humphreys, I think he's 2nd in points among D. Lucas Baxter's over point per game. Keegan Bankier is almost a point per game D-man. Blake Van Stratton's a 20 bomb forward. They already traded defenseman 20 bomb Brady Reed to the Chilliwack Jets. Sully Menard is a 20 bomb defenseman. So I think any 20 bomb on a bottom team is fair game, right?
Yeah,
maybe a guy like Marcus Jack isn't going to want out, but you never know. The deadline's in 3 days and teams are making moves. Langley, I don't think is a team that I see making a bunch of big moves. They did trade the rights of 17-year-old Ronan Koopman to the Delta IceHawks. Ronan plays for Valley West, so it's just his AP rights, but he played in the PJ last year as a 16-year-old. But he's disgusting in Valley West. So I think that's a big add for Delta. And then it sounds like 20 bomb forward Patrick Koopman, who played for Langley last year, is going to be, he started the year in the NCDC. Sounds like he's going to be joining Delta. He got traded to Abbey, I think, in the offseason, but he's going to be joining Delta, I think it sounds like. Sorry, just the rest of Tier 1. Coastal Tsunami, Cage Star has left the team. He's gone to go back home. He was just kind of, I think he just wanted to get back home. I think that was the big thing for him. He's going to be finishing out his career playing Junior B there, so happy for him. Obviously, he's a guy who supported the pod and was an absolute beauty when we interviewed him, so that's a tough blow for Coastal, though. They're not a team I really see making trades. I think those guys are probably going to want to ride it out. Maybe they'll all just go to the VI again at the end of the year.
Yeah,
probably not, but should have potentially a pretty cool interview to do with Coastals pretty soon, Joe. Then Chilliwack,
awesome.
The Ukrainians, Mark Mironov and Daniil Denisenko, like, are they going to keep them? Chilliwack's they've been bleeding all year long, and I think they're kind of done. They also have some 20 bombs, Eric Rommel, Ryan Pretty. I mean, they did just trade for Brady Reed, though. So who knows what they're planning on doing at the deadline. And then they also traded Matteo Marini to White Rock, and then he got flipped to Ridge. So Ridge has been very active this year, and I think they're going to like...
It's like three separate trades we've talked about Ridge with.
Yeah, Ridge is 24 points behind Richmond. I don't think they're going to settle for that. I think Ridge wants
second,
to win.
Technically?
They are in second. Not by... Or yes, by points percentage, they are in second, yes. Delta's in third. But yeah, I think Ridge wants it. As for Delta, quite a bit of roster news there. Forward Keegan Dunn signed with the Vernon Vipers last week, and then the Vernon Vipers just traded for Kevin BX's kid today, and he got sent back. So
what the fuck?
BCHL,
so why the BCHL doesn't get any fucking credibility with anyone?
Yeah,
like you can't trust it at all. That's fucking insane.
It's an absolute joke. So I like that's bullshit that he got put through that. Like I mean, he's a hell of a player. So yeah, I think that's a joke that like just shows you the problem with the BCHL. But Delta, like getting him back, like it's a huge ad. They also recently signed 19-year-old Landon Jasmine from the Surrey Eagles. So that's a big ad. And then, like I said, they added the Koopmans. Grady Lenton hasn't played in a while. Sounds like he's might be nursing an injury. It's just something to keep an eye on. They need him back in the lineup big time. And then on the PJ website, nothing been announced yet, but Richmond Sockeyes goalie Massimo Urbani, been by far the best goalie in the PJ this year in Tier 1, says he got traded to Melville in the SJ. 19-year-old goaltender.
Wow,
so
good for him.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big move there. Anything else? The Mission City Outlaws traded, I guess we were just kind of talking Tier 1 there, actually. Not much else in Tier 1 yet. Oh, the Ridge Meadows Flames traded 20-bomb forward Carter Nayland to Cloverdale HC. Nayland played Junior A for the past few years in several different leagues. I saw him play against Mission on Clovey. He had a hat trick. He should not be playing in that fucking league. It's a joke. like no, like not his fault. He can do whatever he wants. I'm not saying that, but it's like he is dominant. He is way too good for that league.
Right.
And then as for Tier 2, Surrey, like that's a team I think we probably haven't given enough credit to this year. Went all the way until like December 28th or something without a regulation loss, which is just
Holy
unbelievable.
Fuck. Are they still behind Mission technically?
They're ahead of Mission. They're
Mission.
quite a decent chunk ahead of Mission, regardless.
Okay.
Like Mission's on a third.
I haven't looked at the PJ stats at all.
Yeah, Mission's 13-game win streaks put them comfortably in third. Joe, our standings predictions for Tier 2 are pretty perfect. I'm not gonna lie, and people might have disagreed with our Mission take up start, but White Rock still dominant as always. Beat Abbey 12-4 the other night. Good win, White Rock. Really happy for them that they got that one. There was some shenanigans, some unacceptable actions that we won't get into the details of at the Abbey White Rock game at the Winter Classic in Cloverdale. So I'm really happy to see White Rock get that win over Abbey. That was an absolute joke. What went on? But yeah, we don't need to get into it. I know police were involved. Called to the ring. So
you get summoned going.
Yeah. But yeah, White Rock, Surrey, first and second, decent gap with Mission there, and then another little gap for Clovey. Clovey's still 5 games back. 5 games to play though. If they went 5-0 in those games, they would be tied with Mission, but that's probably a bit unlikely. By points percentage, they're in 4th. Abbotsford been struggling a bit, right around 500. A lot of win-loss hockey. Port Moody's really been struggling lately. They've been sliding. North Van, not just not that great of a team this year. I think look at Lucas Davidson as a guy who could be traded at the deadline. He was in the AJ at the start of the year, and then he's just kind of been stuck in North Van all year this year, dominating.
Yeah.
Definitely a guy I could see going at the deadline. Just, looking at PJ, I mean, looking at Port Moody as well, that's a team that has a decent chunk of 20 bombs. Not sure if they're going to move guys or try to win. Port Moody hasn't played in the playoffs in years, so they might want to take advantage of having like a mid-tier team and trying to go on a bit of a run if they can, at least getting out of the first round. As things line up, it looks like a very high likelihood it'll be Port Moody versus Mission in the first round. Like the playoff matchups are just about set, I would say, in the Harold Britain or Tier 2. White Rock Aldi, Surrey North Van, Mission Pormo, and Clovey Abbotsford. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. It'll be interesting, but the PJ's been a lot of fun, very interesting league this year. We did also release all-star rosters and a prospects roster for the PJ. I'm not going to list off every single player on there. That would take forever.
We posted it. Go look at the Instagram.
But we posted it. Yeah, go check out the Instagram or the Facebook to check out the PJ All-Star rosters. 2 rosters for Tier 2, 2 rosters for Tier 1. I thought that was way too many, but I did a poll, and that's what people wanted me to do. I'm not that against giving extra people recognition. Big deal. So that was a lot of fun to do. Obviously, prospect rosters as well. And then we released one of the KI All-Star rosters yesterday, and then the other one will be out today. So by the time you're listening to this, it'll all be out. Posted the PJ scoring leaders as usual. In Tier 1, we got David Yoon leading by 16 points ahead of second place by a mile. Marcus Jack, Brody Lindahl, Grady Lenton, Dylan Nazareth, Colin Jang, Matthias Uyeda still in 7th, Matthew Biros, Will Ho, and Teo Lin. And then as for the Tier 2 scoring leaders, Jeevan Bal leads the way. He's 2 points per game. It's with Cloverdale. Sean Robbins in 2nd, Dane Svingen-Jones in 3rd, Colton Collard 4, Wendell Adriano, Parker Sarai, Hudson Koch, Carrot Saran, Cooper Crow, and Rain Jameson rounding out the top 10. I don't think there's anything else too crazy to go over. The rookie ladder will be out in a couple days, maybe today actually, if not in a couple days as well. And just stay tuned to the social media. We got tons of posts going on there. All the stat leaders, 3 stars of the week will be out today or tomorrow as well. Posting a lot of clips. And then, so that's, I think, pretty much it for the PJ, Joe. Do you kind of want to move us over into the KI? Maybe we can go over some trades.
Some crazy shit going on in the KI, Owen.
Well, I don't know. Maybe just go over the KI in general first, standings and all that, and then we can kind of get into trades.
Yeah, here, let me pull it up. But I will say, Owen, the KI has been an absolute. You got a lot of stuff too, but the KI has been a gong show with the what day is it today? It's the 7th. Yeah, same deadlines as everything. So I mean, it's been ridiculous. We look at the the transactions. Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's like a full half page of transactions.
Do you maybe want to talk about your night in oh, sorry. I was going to say, if you want to talk about the New Year's game first before.
Did I talk about that last?
No.
Did I not talk about that last? Okay, so shout out to Austin Seibel for scoring a goalie goal. Like, holy fuck. And then getting in a fight 30 seconds later with David Ander. But that game was unreal. Like, it was so cool.
Atmosphere, dude.
It was so cool. It was it was great. It was loud. It was beers were flowing. It was great. It was a good time. And everything was like super well done. Rellstock always puts on a good game day, so it's good to be there. But yeah, that obviously at the end, Seibel scoring a goalie goal on the empty net, and then there's a brawl, 30 seconds left, and Ander goes after Seibel I don't know what he did, like if he said something to him or whatever. Like he just went up to the goalie, and then Seibel was smart. He shedded his blocker.
Yeah, that was so smart.
Instead of hitting with his blocker, because he probably would have gotten suspended if he hit him with his blocker, but he was thinking. So smart guy. Crazy game for him. I got to read the lineup too, which was sick. Fired me up.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Is there a video of that?
No video.
Oh.
But I wish. But yeah, I I had a great time. I get to see, like, it's kind of like a reunion game too. It's like I get to see all my old teammates and stuff. But Owen, let me tell you, the fucking KI is fucked. Shout out to this goalie from what's it called? Golden. You got traded to the AJ and Olds. So
oh, nice.
For futures. 08 goalie, Cole Priluski got traded.
Good for him.
And then there's a couple PJ crossover trades, Owen.
I saw that today.
Maddox Kinney from the North Van Wolfpack got traded to 100 Mile.
Yeah.
What is it? Nelson Leafs acquire Aiden Ansell.
Yeah.
From the Chilliwack Jets.
Yeah, he had some good battles with Nicky Howling. It's unfortunate to see him go, but Nelson's getting a hell of a tough player.
And then Crescent Valley. What? This is weird. Okay, hold on. It says Crescent Valley acquire the playing rights of 06 forward Maddox McKinney from the North Van Wolfpack. And then right below it, it says the 100 Mile House acquire the playing rights. So I don't know what's going on with Maddox McKinney. Maybe we need to.
I believe it was 100 Mile that got him.
But then that's weird. Right above it, it says Crescent Valley Thundercats acquire.
Huh. Well, we'll keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, we got to keep an eye on that one. Crescent Valley acquired a 20-year-old defenseman and a 19-year-old forward, Asher McWay, and defenseman Graham Whaley from Calscar in exchange for future considerations. Owen, I'm hearing there's a reason that Crescent Valley is being this active. I've heard that, obviously the biggest trade coming out of the KI right now is Liam Monroe going to the Kelowna Chiefs, obviously.
For a pretty penny.
For a very pretty penny. Some would say more than legally allowed, but we'll look at the KI. Allegedly, we'll look at the KI Snipers post for that one. But I've heard, this is all speculation, right? This could be wrong, but I've heard that there is a fire sale in Creston right now. There is a liquidation of everything, and I'm not sure what the future holds in Creston.
What are you insinuating by that?
Essentially, I've been told, I'm not gonna say that this is 100% true, but I've been told that Creston is selling every single, but their trades don't reflect this at all, so take this with a grain of salt. Creston's selling. Creston is folding at the end of this year. They're completely done.
Whoa!
I've heard that.
What?
I've heard that they're gonna be selling. I don't know what's gonna be happening with them, but I haven't talked to you about this at all. But I think it's possible that the owners are looking to just kind of cash in for every player that they have. And it would make sense with the amount of money that they just made on this Monroe trade.
Dude, oh my!
I'm not sure.
I hope that's not true. Like just straight fold, no relocation, or
I'm not 100% sure. I haven't heard anything about a relocation. I've heard get as much money out of the club as possible, and then eventually, there's a reason they're being so. If not, they'll go tier 2, obviously, because they're going to be a tier 2 team.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, they are.
But they're being ridiculously active right now. I've heard that. I don't know if that's 100% true or not. And then Owen, 100 Mile also being ridiculously active. But right now, there's only 3 D-men on their roster. Because people won't report.
No.
Players won't report to 100 Mile after they get traded. So, essentially, this is what's happening with the Monroe trade as well. He's not reporting to Kelowna. And there's no consequence for this at all.
Well, it's kids, dude. Like, you're trading kids.
100%.
I don't think there should be
100%. But there's no buyout. There's nothing in the contract that says you have to report.
Yeah.
You're essentially stiff arming a team into trading you for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
So, 100 Mile is currently sitting with 3 defensemen. I'm not 100% sure what they're going to do with their games this weekend. I mean, they have a game on Friday they got to play. Do they have enough players? I don't know. Does Creston have enough players? Because there's probably players that aren't going to report to Creston. there's probably players that aren't going to report to freaking Soyuz too. Soyuz has been pretty active as well. Columbia Valley, like literally, Owen, it's Castlegar, Columbia Valley, Creston, and Soyuz selling. Sell. Kimbo is buying. Revelstoke is buying. Kelowna is buying.
Kimbo's really buying.
Judging by the trades, Owen, I mean, you can put shit together. Like, it's not that hard to figure out when you can look at who's buying players, who's getting these guys in, and who's selling everyone.
Yeah.
It's Oso, Columbia Valley, Creston.
Yeah.
Who else did I say? Castlegar. Literally the entire fucking page is all lit up with those teams. So it's just like, at what point do you like? At the end of the day, if these kids aren't reporting and they're fucking over the teams, obviously. But like after a certain point, you should either be like, okay, report. I guess it is like the trade deadline is gonna essentially do that to these guys. So the guys that aren't gonna report just aren't gonna play in the league anymore.
Yeah.
But lots of crazy stuff coming out of the KI. I don't know if you've heard any other stuff about the league at all.
I got told, I got a random DM telling me that Keith is Bister is not returned to Creston either. I think he's going back home. And then as for trades, Joe, like Kamloops also been active. They got Quinn Ramsey and Kijhl Nakai from Nelson for Sean Milford, Jack Day, and Emery Corp. Some other trades like Nelson got Christian Stevenson from Kelowna in exchange for Jackson McIntosh. Nelson got Ty Matthews in exchange for Nicholas Petropoulos from Creston. Kimbo got Owen Bambrick from Creston, who is nasty. Kimbo got Kimbo traded Nick Anderson to Castlegar. Obviously you mentioned the Monroe trade. Kimbo got Johnny Lozman from CV. He's a stud on the back end for Luke Lawford. And then Spencer Bates, Quinnell traded to 100 Mile for Diego Kazak and future. Spencer Bates is a pretty damn good player. Those are just a few of the big trades I wanted to mention. And then, you know who's not making trades though, Joe? Spokane. What a wagon.
They're out of the dungeon. Oh, and they're in a playoff spot at this moment in time. They're in a playoff spot. Don't sound the alarm yet, but they're in a playoff spot right now. And anything can happen when Beaver Valley goes to Spokane, Owen. The jaw-dropping moments that make hockey, hockey. Experience them all with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Missouri listeners, listen up. DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in the Show Me state. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Bchl Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Okay. Apologies for the little switch up there. Joe and I had to get going when we were initially recording. I had to run. So we're picking back up the next day. It's Thursday. This episode will probably be up Friday. And we're just going to wrap up talking about the KI, the VI, anything else we got going on. Joe, you want to? I think we were kind of still just talking about transactions. So what do we?
I think we were mid talking about transactions or whatever, but I forget where we left off. But I was just gonna pick it up with the standings, the divisional standings. So we can jump into a bit of a look. And we'll start with Grand Forks' division actually, just because we just had a nice interview with their broadcast team. Obviously, great people over there.
Yes, sir. That'll be out soon.
This division is starting to look a little bit different than Owen was expecting, for sure. I knew that Beaver Valley was going to be good. Grand Forks, obviously, good team. Going to be a tough playoff series with them in Beaver Valley. But VV is tied for the most points in the league.
They're sick,
right now.
Dude. They're sick.
Yeah. 29 games. They have on points percentage, they have they're sole owners of first place in the KI right now. With 46 points, 23 wins and 6 losses. Really impressed with what they've been doing. Grand Forks, obviously, you can't count them out. 18-11 in 30 games with a shootout loss. Good for second. And then, Owen, you know this division. This division hasn't really held up in 3, 4, and 5 spot in the last ever since really for a while, really, really long time.
Yeah.
We go Castlegar, which is, they're kind of honestly sliding back down to Spokane Braves level, Nelson Leafs level, right? Like no one's really been able to challenge these top 2 guys in the last whoever knows how long.
Since you were in the league, Nelson was good, right? Your 19 year, you played them in the
finals.
Nelson
was good.
Finals.
My 18 year. So that was
okay.
That was when Bryce Sucro was on the team, and
he was so nasty. Wasn't he? He ended up being like dominating the BCHL, didn't he?
Yeah, he was doing great in the BC. He went to Clarkson, I think.
Was he on that Nelson team we played in provincials there?
I don't think so. I think he's from the surrounding area, and I don't know if he's directly from Nelson or not.
Okay, gotcha. Maybe he's like Cranbrook or.
And he's also 04.
Yeah, well, that's why it would have made sense because he would have been a first year, right?
Yeah,
when we were there, so we wouldn't have been in like an academy or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Side question. That kid was nasty. And, I don't know how Nelson, like with the facilities location, I don't know what they're not doing that the other teams are doing to stay competitive. It's a weird one for me.
For me, Nelson is the best junior A location in that division, honestly. And to see that they're not doing that well this year is kind of disappointing, for sure.
Definitely is.
I don't know what they need. If they need a change of coaching, change of general manager, change of ownership, whatever, they definitely don't look as dominant as they probably should be.
Yeah.
As with that being said, Owen, I'm cheering for Spokane to come up to the third place there.
I think everyone is.
Maybe give Castlegar a run for their money and get the battle of the border. Is that what they called it?
Yes. The battle of the border, and
for
Spokane won 6-3 the other night in the battle of the border against the Bruins.
Yeah. So get Grand Forks and Spokane in a first round matchup. That would be awesome.
I would love that.
That'd be just awesome. But yeah, we can kind of move to the Eddie Mountain. Owen Kimbo looks really, really good this year.
Dude,
and Golden is right up there.
Talked about Golden is sick. Their goalie, I think it's Beck. I might say it wrong, but Boito. Then they got that 20 bomb Braden Bchl up front, just like dominating, and then that 17-year-old Giants prospect Hayden Ironshirt, like
sick name.
Sick name. Like I know those 3 are kind of like some of their big dogs, but not to say that they don't have other guys. Like they're clearly a deep team this year. They've been getting it done by committee. They just but they also have a few star players. So Golden's legit. I wasn't sold on them.
And then Fernie has gone from selling to finding Leo Denbeston in net, and all of a sudden making somewhat of a playoff push. They're right there for second in the division. Second in the division is going to be pretty much irrelevant. I think Golden is going to end up playing Fernie in the first round here if we look at the way things are projecting over the next little bit of the season. And plus 57 goal differential is first in the league for Kimberly.
That's nuts.
This team looks really, really good. They got great 20-year-olds. They made a bunch of moves at the deadline. Kimbo's also a tough place to go and play. Whether that be like being an away team and see the performance for the home fans is great. I'm pretty high on Kimberly this year. I think it's probably going to end up being a it's pretty easy to predict a Kimberly Beaver Valley conference final there, but we'll have to wait and see how the season rolls out here.
Yeah, you got Grand Forks there too, right? You can never count them out.
Exactly. Yeah, in the playoff series, it's hard to they're hard to beat. Fernie's going to be a tough out. Their crowd's crazy, but just looking at the standings, Owen, and the way that the sort of the trade deadline is gone, it kind of makes sense the way that the trade deadline went for Crescent Valley and Columbia Valley.
For sure.
Just selling completely. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I feel bad being harsh on these teams, but like at the same time, it's like, you know, what else am I supposed to say about it? You just got to read the room kind of.
Yeah, you're being objective, dude, where it's not like we at any point have gone out and shit on teams. I mean, if you think about like who we're talking about right now, last year Spokane, like we were honest about Spokane and like we shit on them like because that was the truth. We weren't like attacking them, and then this year we're pumping their tires because they're doing good things. Like we're just we're calling it like it is. Golden last year probably weren't very high on them when we talked about them. You know,
Spokane is one of our biggest supporters now.
Yeah, exactly. And that was after last year when we were brutally honest. Like that's the thing. We're not ever trying to shit on teams, put teams down, put people down, but we're just try to call it accurately. So I think you're doing fine, dude. Don't stress about what you're saying
there. But yeah, I just I think Creston and Columbia Valley major sellers, obviously, and yeah, for that whole conference, it's very top heavy. Like the bottom end teams are kind of you know, the bottom three and the Neil Murdoch and bottom two and the Eddie Mountain are just kind of going through the motions a little bit, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think hard not to predict a Kimbo Beaver Valley final, conference final there
for sure.
Move to the the Okanagan Conference. I forget what I think it's the Okanagan Conference. We'll go the Doug Burks, the new Doug Burks with the Kamloops Storm, Quesnel, Williams Lake, 100 Mile, and Chase. Owen, Kamloops has been very, very good team. Obviously, watch them play at New Year's in Revelstoke. Real good goalie in net. Brenner Fife is a great goalie. I think fellow right-handed goalie, just like me, but
that's why you like him.
Actually I lived with his brother in Revelstoke. He was one of my roommates, one of my billet brothers. Kessler Fife, yeah, shout out. And I think real good goalie. They've got some grit. I mean, shout out David Ander for trying to freaking fight the goalie and like they obviously have some passion, they have some care, and that was great to see. It was a great game between them and Revy, to be honest. It was good hockey. Obviously Fife needed to play well to keep them in it. He did, and his stats back it up for sure with a if you look at the goalie stats this year, obviously Den Beston is like far and away, like I'm talking like I think he has a 935 and then Brenner has like a 925. Like he's a percentage point. That's a lot in goaltending. So I think it's amazing to see that. And then it's just the rest of the teams in this division, Owen. I mean, 100 Mile was struggling to even fill a roster, I was telling you.
Well, they've been active at the deadline though. 100 Mile, they've been making moves. Man. Them and Campbell.
I know they're making moves. It's just hard to make moves when guys don't freaking report.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And
yeah, for sure.
Chase was selling. 100 Mile is selling. And I just hate the way that this division is aligned. It completely, like the locations of these teams just screw over.
Yeah.
Potential junior A, junior B looks. I don't know. I feel bad for saying that because these teams just came in the league, but it's just like it throws a wrench in everything.
Like they're probably gonna. You mean?
Yeah, I don't know how these divisions are going to look at the end of the year at the start of the year next year. Sorry, at the end of the season, because Summerline's coming in, right? So where does Summerline? You can't add 6 You don't put 6 in on.
Well, Quesnel and Williams Lake and Kamloops will all be tier 1.
Yeah, if they do that, I don't even know what the fuck's happening.
Oh, I think that's
KI,
pretty.
right?
That's pretty like. That's
But
happening. Maybe not
so
as
then,
planned, but
yeah, okay. Well, then Summerland will probably be a tier 2 team then.
so like yeah, they're confirmed they will be a tier 2 team if they do come in. Like I'm just trying to look, assuming what the division will be. So the remaining teams will be. Oh my god, I forgot Soyuz is tier 1. Kelowna.
Soyuz can't be tier 1, man. That's a
Kelowna,
joke.
Sycamoose are the only ones in that division. 100 Mile, Chase. Yeah, there's only 6 of those 10 teams are going tier 1. Or 6, sorry. 7 of those 11 teams are going tier 1.
Yeah.
So
the realignment just makes no fucking sense, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to be a struggle geographically. But sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. Yeah, you got Chase, you got 100 Mile. Those 3 are all tier 1. You got Sycamoose, you got Kelowna. Those 4 are all tier 1. Yeah. So you add Summerland to that division, you got a 5 team division.
How are you not taking Kelowna when they have the most people? They are the biggest market.
Yeah, so I absolutely agree. The rumor I have heard, and again, like rumor, is the Kelowna Rockets didn't want it for some reason. I don't know why.
How can that dub team get involved?
You think, well, because this whole thing is the dub agreement, right? The development agreement, the development model. So I think the dub gets kind of say on whatever they want, but I just don't understand why. Why wouldn't you want a junior team there to send your guys to? Like, I don't.
Yeah, you want to send your guys to a junior B team?
Yeah, why would you not? Yeah,
and
exactly.
You got to send them to Revelstoke when it's like 2.5 hours away, or you got to send them to like fucking Merritt. Like, it doesn't make very much sense.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got teams like, and then meanwhile you got Kamloops, and they're just going to be able to like pump prospects to the team. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah, and Kamloops is going to be sick because they're going to have a whole bunch of fucking Blazers prospects there. Yeah, I can rip off the bill. Tough division, Owen, like very, very top heavy as well. Merritt is a great team. Merritt's second place in most divisions, or at least pushing for it. Pushing for second place in most divisions, and they're in fourth in this division because Kelowna, Princeton, and Revelstoke have had great years. I mean, it's hard not to say Princeton and Revelstoke are going to have great years, but Kelowna's really surprised me. Obviously, acquiring Monroe there from Creston, paying a lot of money for him. And yeah, I got the chance to watch. Like, Revelstoke's a great place to play. Princeton is always going to be good. Kelowna loading up, made a couple trades. Merritt's just fallen a little bit, but it's hard to count them out, especially with the coaching staff, with the whole their whole program, everything they have. It's great to see. And then we see the effects of kind of a junior B designation for Sycamoose, and then the Soyuz, man. How are they going to be tier 1? I don't get it.
It's a fucking joke.
This one never made sense to me. The whole organization, the whole support staff, everything is just, it doesn't make sense. If you wanted a true junior A experience, I don't know why they're deciding that Oso deserves this. There's got to be something going on behind the scenes that I don't see.
One of the best places to live, probably. Like, what a town. So it's awesome.
Yeah, sick town. Yeah. Sick town. Population, like literally every other demographic. It makes no sense. Including hockey, quality of hockey. It like, are they dead last in the KI? No. Yeah, they're dead last in the KI.
They are?
Yeah. It really doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Dude, man. I did not know they were that bad.
If you're looking just solely on points, they have a couple of games in hand on. They have 1 on Elson and 2 on Columbia Valley, but yeah, it's hard to promote these guys especially with the quality of hockey that they're going at. But honestly, Owen, this league's been really good this year. I'm really surprised. I love to keep track of this league. It's almost exactly what a true junior A league should look like. But honestly, man, with the whole combining everything, it's just hard to get rid of teams, right? At the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
It's so competitive. We'll talk about this. Owen, VIJHL, your buddy. You looked at the player stats recently?
I looked at the player's stats. I know he's leading by quite a bit. I did see he just got given forward of the month as well for the KI, so he's popping lately. Eh? But yeah, we'll get us through the scores here.
Well, we'll go VIJHL. Owen, you were the one saying that, of course, he's going to be the guy that has a good second half, is going to be coming back. He's early on that. We're just getting in the second half of the year, but he's doing great. Almost back up to his usual 2 point per game clip, which is crazy because he started like around a point per game. So to
for like
double up, even triple up. Yeah. Like double, triple up his points from there. Brady Magrill also right up there. You can see why Beaver Valley is so good. They obviously rely on him. And then Liam Monroe, the guy that just got traded, obviously. Just from Creston, 53 points in 30 games for 23 goals, 30 assists. Fourth would be Luke Davies and Kimberly. Him playing with Nolan Kelly as well on Kimberly. Kelly's in the 8th slot for points. Seemed to be a pretty dynamic duo. Davies obviously being an 06, a little bit younger, more impressive. Will Bell on Princeton as well rounds out the top 5, 48 points in 29 games. 06 forward, and Brighton Morrow, I believe they play together. I'm not 100% sure. And then obviously Kelly and Davies, I'm not 100% sure if they do play on the same line all the time. But from what I remember when I was watching Revelstoke play them, Will Bell is a great guy, great shot. He scored a couple actually on when they beat Revelstoke, so it was pretty impressive. And I watched Luca Demore play as well, 45 points in 30 games. Big forward, 07, can skate real well. And then obviously shout out to Mission BC product Owen. Noah Lawless for leading the league in rookie scoring.
Rookie of the month
points
too.
in 29 games. Rookie month, probably rookie of the year if I'm picking, but
Campbell on Sycamoose. Like I love Noah, but Campbell on Sycamoose is over a goal per game still on Sicky. So
hey man, Lawless is beating him by 4 points, but Campbell's also played 5 less games.
Okay, well, hey, that's way closer than it was. Lawless has been going nuts lately, so I would love to see that.
Also, Lendiers on Beaver Valley, 40
he's
points
been there
in 29
all year
games.
As well. Yeah, he's sick.
Kind of just hovering around, waiting around, and then Hayden Irishert has been up and down with the WHL. I think we saw him get called up a couple times. I don't know if it was more than once. For sure, one time. At least one time, 37 points in 26 games. That's pretty much rounds out the rookie scoring. And then obviously the Leo Denbeston show when it comes to goaltending statistics. If my computer will load them. 2.02 goals against average, 935 save percentage, good for 3 shutouts, 11 wins of his 17 games played. Owen, where would Fernie be without this guy? Super impressed with the way that he's come in the league. Done super well. Brenner Fife as well, right up there. 926 with a 258 goals against average. 16 wins in 21 games, played a little bit more. And Owen, you're right on the money with Golden starting goalie, Bec Boiteau. 924 save percentage, 14 wins in 21 games, good for a 2.99 goals against average. And then Dawson Groen, where would Hunter Mile be without this kid?
He's so good. I've been so high on him all year.
Yeah, 924 save percentage, 323 goals against average. You know how hard that is to do, man? That's ridiculous. Only 8 wins in 22 games. Buddy, either request a trade and go to a good team, or stick it out with Hunter Mile and keep facing the amount of rubber. You do whatever you like because you're in control there. You can do whatever.
Yeah, no kidding.
Adam Kilisevich rounds out the top 5, another rookie goalie. four of the top five Owen rookie goalies, 921 save percentage with a 2.22 goals against average, 13 wins in 20 games. Dude, if Kimbo's going to go with this guy in the playoffs, I'd be confident in him, but I also know that the playoffs can be extra hard for rookie goaltenders. So proceed with caution, I guess, if that makes sense. Shout out to Tyler Pjhl. He's done really, really well with Merritt this year. After he got the trade from Grand Forks to Merritt. 4 wins in 8 games with a 920 and a 298 goals against average. And then obviously got to shout out Austin Seibel for scoring that goal the other week. That was so fucking cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got for goaltending stats, player stats, and everything. Owen, you got anything to add for the KI before we move on?
Yeah, a couple very quick things. So we mentioned Levi still ended up winning Player of the Month in KIJHL in December, or they do star, they call it stars, whatever. So I just wanted to shout out the Defenseman of the Month, Declan Pocock, on the Williams Lake Mustangs. He had 8 points, 6 goals in 6 games, Joe, defenseman in December. 8 points in 6 games. He's been unreal for Williams Lake all year, big part of their team. Like we said, Noah Lawless, Rookie of the Month. He had 12 points in 6 games. And Thomas Samborski, Grand Forks goalie, 4-0 this month with a 971. So 2 shutouts. Grand Forks is back. I know they had that loss of Spoke, but they're back. They're legit.
Watch out for them.
And then obviously we haven't been keeping up to talking about these on the pod, but the team of the week this week, just wanted to go over that really quick. And every time we record, good to mention team of the week. So we got Will Bell in Princeton, Isaiah Bagri on Quesnel, and Cameron Owen on Spokane up front. On the back end, we got Garen Bona from Merritt and Tobin Mickelson from Spokane. The 2 Spokane guys on the team of the week this week, Joe. And then in net shocker, we got Leo Denbeston. So,
another Spokane recognition. Another Spokane recognition, Owen. An hour ago, Quinton Barton, goaltender on the Spokane Braves, just got shouted out for Rookie of the Week.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Love that.
Wins over the Nelson Leafs, Cascar Rebels, and Grand Forks Border Bruins with a 196 goals against average and a 924 save percentage as a rookie. Dude. It's real good.
Nice. The only other thing I want to say about the KI is because it's literally just happened is the Merritt Centennials just acquired 6'6" forward Marcus Hughes from the Winkler Flyers of the MJHL. So Merritt staying active, not just letting everyone else make the trades.
Little West connection there.
Yep, Wes bringing in a 6'6" mutant up front to stick on Lawless's wing or something. No, it's good to see that whole division. I mean, there's 4 teams in that division that are all making moves at the deadline. So it's going to be competitive. I'm excited for the KI this year, but if you got nothing else, we should probably move on to the VI and wrap this guy up.
Wrap this guy up, buddy. Here we go.
Alrighty, the VIJHL. We haven't got to talk VI in a while. My apologies, VI fans. We'll be getting better with it. We got a better schedule, hopefully, for recording this month. Me and Joe will have a brief chat about that in a minute, but we'll go over the main stuff for the VI, and then in the future we will be more on the ball with it. Just going to go over the standings in the North Division. Oceanside, for the first time all year, finally a bit of a gap between first and second in the North Division. Oceanside starting to pull away. They're 24-9-1. I was not expecting that from this team this year at all. They've been a wagon. I thought they were going to be towards the bottom again. But this division has been so weird this year. They've taken advantage of it, and it's mostly because of a rookie forward and a rookie defenseman. Brian Newens, Joe. Could be wrong, but I believe there would be some relation to Cage Newens there, assuming because he's also from Oceanside and played there. If you remember him, he was like a 5th round pick in the dub, our age, played for Victoria Royals for a bit.
Yeah, I do remember him.
Yeah, so this D-man, 13 goals, 20 assists in 33 games, 33 points as a rookie D-man, 17 years old as well. So awesome. I'm pretty sure played minor hockey last year. Like, I don't think this is an academy kid. So love to see that. That's pretty awesome.
Impressive too.
And then in net, Joe, they got this rookie goalie Ethan Sir, 930 save percentage in 18 starts, 11 wins. So Couple guys really pulling the weight for Oceanside, and then you look down their roster, not a single forward that's really even 0.75 points per game. You just got like 8 or 9 guys rolling at half a point per game or better. Shout out 16-year-old forward Jacob Bate on Oceanside. He's from South Africa, and he's rolling it over half a clip per game as a 16-year-old. But yeah, just a group that's getting it done by committee. And, I think Nanaimo's a pretty solid team in the VI too, but I could see Oceanside getting out of the North Division. But then, yeah, so second place, we got Nanaimo. They do have 4 games at hand on Oceanside, so if they went 4-0, they'd be tied for first. So those are kind of the top 2 teams in this division that I'm seeing. Yeah, good team in Nanaimo. They've been making moves throughout the year, but we'll see how it ends up. Comox, I heard they just got Roland Amon back from Burnaby Steelers. He's been one of Burnaby's best players this year, so that's a huge add for Comox, making them a lot more competitive down the stretch. But Campbell River's been really mid this year. Port Alberni has been a bit of a mess this year, and Lake Cowichan, coaching change partway through the year wasn't enough for them to get back up there. I had these guys winning the division. What the fuck was I doing?
VI predictions always a shot in the dark, man.
Oh, it's so hard. Our prediction in general, Joe, I just don't think they're going very well this year again either. But
no.
In the South Division, Peninsula, West Shore, and Victoria, I think all clinch playoff spots on like November 1st. So we have Peninsula's 28-1. Would not be surprised to see them go back to back. West Shore 24-6-4. West Shore also just made a huge trade, acquiring Elijah Kim from Saanich, one of the best players in the league. But they traded Lyndon Hoskins, who started the year with the Rivermen. He's a stud 18-year-old defenseman, my bad. And his 16-year-old brother also got traded to Saanich. So it's a good trade for Saanich to build for the future for sure. I guess they really were looking for more firepower up front with Kim, because realistically, I think Kim for Lyndon Hoskins is a 1-for-1 trade. It kind of just depends on what you need. I don't think Kim is that much more valuable, if that makes sense. Both, like one of the best forwards and one of the best demon in the league. Very interesting trade. And then, so West Shore, West Shore and Peninsula have been battling it out all year, but Victoria's right there as well. Peninsula looks like they are a bit better. I know they also just got Lucas Perweda back, a big part of their team last year. I think he was on the IR the whole season until recently. And then you got Saanich, like I just mentioned, that trade they made. They're clearly sellers now, building towards the future. They just can't compete. Their division is just too good. I don't think they are anywhere near as bad as their record shows. Their division is just so good.
That's the super top heavy division, right?
Yeah. My top 3 teams clinch the playoff spot in November.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Saanich is probably the 4 seed in the other division, maybe the 3 even, like if they're there the whole year. But
I mean, -75 on the differential, Owen. That's fucked.
But that's their division, dude. Look at the other divisions' differentials. This is who they're playing against the most, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they wouldn't. Like, I'm not saying they're like a wagon, but I think they were.
The South is just ridiculous.
Yeah, the top 3 in the South are a joke. Like how good they are. And then Kerry Park, they got a second win. Good for them. A few guys that have been showing some bright spots. They had a couple guys named to the All-Star team and everything. And I guess I'll kind of transition into that. The VI All-Star weekend. I guess they do it in collaboration with the BCHL, of course. I believe it's in Spruce Grove. How funny is that? You play in the Vancouver Island Junior Hockey League and your All-Star game is in Spruce Grove, Alberta?
What? Do you fly? It's a 2-day drive.
It's a weird one, hey? Super weird one. But yeah, so
some of the decisions, man, just make no fucking sense. Like,
well, it's the unsanctioned shit making it weird. But so congrats to all the players. Obviously, again, we're not going to name every player on the rosters, but congrats to all the guys in the VI who got selected to play in the All-Star game as well as the Prospects game. I will say, like, if you want to talk snubs, it's kind of hard to work out because the amount of guys on the wagon teams that are point per game could make up the whole All-Star roster. So it's like, what do you do? Like Brendan Williams on Peninsula, I think
all
he's their
Victoria, West Shore, Peninsula.
Yeah, so
are
you
the
have
top
to
10.
Spread it around. Like, there's a bunch of guys on Peninsula you could say got snubbed, like Brendan Williams. He's so good and he didn't make it, but it's like they had to make choices. Like
You can't pick a fucking Victoria West Shore Wolves Peninsula all-star team.
Yeah, like I get if guys are a bit upset about not getting selected, and they did deserve to get selected, but yeah, they got to spread it around. So not a lot you can really do there. Real quick, there was I'm seeing the stars of the week for the VI last week. We got Parker Atkinson of the West Shore Wolves. He's been dominant all year. I believe he's their captain. 4 points in 2 games. We got D-man on Nanaimo, Nate Barkley. He's been really good this year as well for Nanaimo. He's a really good young player, a young D-man. 3 points in 2 games. And then Joe this one kind of slid under the radar for me. Matthias Hasselman. He was Richmond's goalie last year in the PJ, and then he was on Chilliwack in the BCHL all year this year. Just saw him pop up in the VI. He got 3rd star of the week this week. I actually don't even see
Hasselman, eh?
I don't even see what team he's on. Campbell River Storm. So that's a huge ad for Campbell River because Hasselman's he's a stud. We'll see how that ends level up playing out.
Fucking dominate.
Yeah. And then as for rookies of the month, we got Elliot Turgeon on Campbell River, 10 points in 6 games. Nate Barkley, who is D-man of the week, also won rookie D-man of the month. He had 8 points in 6 games. And rookie goalie of the month, Andrew Reyes of the West Shore Wolves. He had a .951 save percentage and a 1.36 GAA. So, what to mention those quick. As for just the overall player stats, I'll just kind of rip the top 10. With 64 points, Joseph Melikar, Victoria. Then we got Parker Atkinson and Kansas City of West Shore in 2nd and 3rd with 58 and 57. Then we got a bit of a gap before we got rookie forward Jordan Ramsey. 25 games, 49 points. He's 2 points per game as a rookie forward. He's been unreal. Like he's definitely top of the rookie ladder, which will be out in the next day or two, the VI rookie ladder. Then we got Victoria, the 3rd guy on Victoria's first line, Simon Semanchich. Well, sorry, not like he's the 3rd out of the 3, but rounding out that line, Simon Semanchich. That Victoria first line's absurd. And then you got 4 Peninsula Panthers, Oscar Aiken-Salmons, Brendan Williams, Alex Sajan, all have 44 points, and Carson Harris is 43. And rounding up the top 10, rookie forward Elliot Turgeon with 19 goals, 23 assists, 42 points in 34 games.
If you go to the next page, the VI needs to work on their statistics. Brylan Becker's listed as a 2003. He has 24 points in 34 games. I think 2003s have been aged out for 3 seasons now.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm seeing. Oh yeah,
also
I also
Weston
see Nate
Churchill
on Comox. This is
2010.
2010.
Yeah,
he's in 06.
Weston Churchill is 2010, putting up 24 points in 33 games. I think this guy would be considered for if he put up 24 points in the
exceptional status
VI as a 2010, he'd be getting exceptional status to the dub.
That's a bit out. So that's a bit extra. Exceptional status, maybe not, but yeah, that Weston Churchill's in 06. I'm pretty sure, maybe 07. Okay. I also see they have Nate Barkley, the rookie D-man, listed as in 03. He's in 07 or 08 as well. So yeah, clean it up, VI. Come on, guys.
Sick.
Also, clean up the location page. Why does it say Spencer's from Cannes and then it just doesn't say that that's in France? The location page where players are from.
Oh, I didn't even look at that.
Like when it says their hometown on the end of this, on the end of the page, like a bunch of them are just like
Spencer CAEN dash.
And then wasn't it the guy on Semanchich? It just says Poprad, and then it doesn't say like what country. I think that's Slovakia.
But then
wasn't there a guy who had said Comox, like
Minsk, Belarus? It works. It just depends on the team. The post set.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah, I'm just saying in general, like let's try to get it cleaned up here. It definitely works. Like most of it's right. Then Semanchich, I think before it said like Slovakia, Czech Republic. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then now it just says Poprad, and then it doesn't say anything else. So
I mean, at least Melikar's is good.
Yeah, Melikar's was always good. I think. Where is Poprad? I'm assuming Czech or Slovakia. We don't know which one he is.
It says Slovakia. If you click on his name, it takes you to his hometown and it has it there.
Oh, okay.
That's just
good.
a website.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Anyways, random thing to get sidetracked on, but that kind of rounds out the VI leading score. Shout out I'll give a defenseman a shout out, Jacob Bernardo on Victoria, 34 points in 31 games. I think Jacob Bernardo was like 200 VI games played as well.
Yeah, and he's probably gonna is he gonna go back as a 20-year-old or what?
Well, sorry, he's got 174. So yeah, definitely a guy who could, as a 20-year-old, get 200 plus games in the VI. Pretty cool
250.
there. He'd be close if you count playoffs and all that for sure. But yeah, that kind of rounds out the VI. I don't think I have anything else to talk about for there. Player polls will be coming soon for all 3 leagues, so that's awesome.
I'm excited for player polls, man. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of it. Joe, do you think I might have missed anything for the VI there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think I actually covered it pretty good. I had some like random facts I was pulling out. I was okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, we're gonna show the VI more love in the future. We're just we got a lot coming. We got a lot of big plans, like we kind of mentioned a little bit this episode, but you'll see it all kind of start coming to fruition soon. But I think that's more than enough. I think that's over a 2-hour episode plus the this is gonna be like a 2.5 hour episode.
Yeah,
it's gonna be massive. So yeah, listen to this one over the next few days. It's gonna take me a long time to edit. This will hopefully be out Friday morning, tomorrow morning. And then yeah, we big plans. We kind of got things a little more sorted out now. So I think that'll wrap it up today. Joe, you got anything else before we finish up here?
We are looking for some mid rolls. We're looking for some personal sponsorships with our some advertising opportunities when it comes to the Jungle Hockey Pod. I mean, we're mostly looking for like local businesses, anyone looking to promote something. We've kind of been doing some research, and we've come up with a package that kind of shows our stats and how many views we get and everything. So if you're interested, send us a DM on Instagram.
Yeah,
reach out to us. Obviously we're not going to look to make too much money, and it's just good to promote businesses online. We prefer local stuff. I mean, I know we have the DraftKings thing, and we have the but like a Pyro,
a Pyro, exactly. Yeah,
like it's a great example of something that we want to support. So obviously, like if it doesn't make sense for us, we're not gonna just support anything. But I mean, if local businesses, anything like that, totally interested. So
yeah, and I mean, like obviously that would be ad reads in the podcast, like Joe said, mid rolls, but also like it doesn't end there. I mean, realistically, we get the most reach on social media, so doing like posts or just being like the 3 stars of the week presented by whatever company, right? So there's more than just like reading out ad reads. We can do posts. We can give a lot more exposure through those ways. But yeah, that's what we're going to be kind of exploring to try and basically just put more into the pod.
Owen's right there with our posts. It's probably, I think, what do we have?
More exposure.
Way more exposure. I think we had like 1 million views in the last 30 days or something ridiculous. So
yeah, on the dashboard. Yeah,
we'll obviously share more statistics with someone that's more interested, but I think it just goes to show there's a lot of reach and that we have. So our posts definitely get out there. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Joe. I think that's perfect, and we'll wrap it up there. So obviously, check out all our social medias. Support the pod. We're on every probably social media platform you can think of, every streaming platform you can think of for listening to our show. YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on everything, follow the pods on Spotify, Apple, rate the pod 5 stars, download the show, best way to support us right now. And just thank you all so much for listening. And we're back, so we're ready to go here.
Excited here. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.